first video discussing this subject was rather somber. So this time around I want to discuss how I stay motivated in a more practical sense and how some of these techniques could help you as well. First of all, I should point out that motivation is your reason for acting or behaving in a particular way. I should also point out that this isn't a step-by-step thing or a quick fix. My techniques may not work for you. I don't make tutorials or instructional videos because I don't believe there is just one way to do something, nor do I think my particular way is right. It's just right for me. Everyone learns differently and at their own pace. And every single day I am still learning, so I don't really feel qualified to make tutorial videos telling you guys how to do certain things. This advice doesn't come from a place of expertise, but it does come from a place of authenticity. My hope is that this video and others like it will help you figure out a way to stay motivated that works for you. One piece of advice I must give you. When posting your artwork online, it is a struggle for it to get any form of recognition. We have come to expect recognition to be instant. Thank you, social media. So if our work does not get any feedback at all, we automatically fall into the assumption that our work is being ignored and no one cares about what we are making, and by extension, no one cares about us. If your motivation behind creating something is simply to get noticed, this can be a very dangerous motive to have. This can lead to the want and need of constant attention, or famous for the sake of the attention, instead of actually contributing anything of value to society. Fame is something most of us want because breaking the ice with people we don't know is so difficult. If we achieve something that gets noticed, we want acknowledgement for that accomplishment. This can be anything from likes, comments, subscribers, followers, fans coming up to you at conventions for selfies, etc., or even being noticed in more widespread media like newspapers and television. This is all part of getting noticed on social media, and as I said in part 1, can be incredibly intoxicating. However, this should never be the motivation behind creating anything. Going to conventions, I do get some of you guys coming up to me for selfies, autographs, and I do get given fan art, which is great. But what I love even more is when you guys come up to me and show me something original you have made, being spurred by my content. If I played a small part in motivating you to do that, I feel like I have achieved my goal, and why I made this channel in the first place. It's actually kinda humbling. The main thing that usually stifles motivation is having far too many projects at once. I myself like to have multiple projects at once, as I prefer to bounce between projects instead of focusing on one thing from beginning to end. However, I have experience and training to get projects done in record time and with good momentum. The first way to stay motivated is to set yourself realistic goals. This could be anything from challenging yourself to finish one art piece a week, or even one a day, or setting yourself little challenges like drawing something under a time limit. This not only helps increase your speed, but also can be fun little exercises where you're drawing things in a much looser and freer way. Having a goal is essential. Make a list of the reasons why a goal is so important to you. This helps to stop getting distracted. Second way is to be flexible. Being strategic in reaching your goals is important, but life has this habit of throwing curveballs at you, and this can cause you to lose focus. Being willing to change schedules a little bit every now and then will help you keep balance. Don't just stop altogether if life throws a curveball at your face. Just take a step back, breathe, and try again later. Third way, and this is the one I struggle with the most, to be honest, learn the art of delegation. Get the help you need. Get others to take on tasks for you to save time or maybe make a certain project easier. True, you may accomplish your goals on your own and have more control over your project if you just do it solely on your own, but having others cheer you on is the best motivator. And if they're doing little things to help you achieve it even sooner, like sound editing or proofreading scripts, or giving constructive criticism for a piece of art or music you have, remember though, if you do delegate some things out, make sure it is to people you know and trust, and understand why this goal is so important to you. Motivation and inspiration go hand in hand. If you feel yourself slipping because of exhaustion, read up on people who have accomplished what you want to achieve, or people who have pushed through difficult times and hardships life throws at you. Read about where they started from and what they had at the time. J.K. Rowling, Winston Churchill, Walt Disney, Stephen Hawking, Jessica Cox, etc., just to name a few people I personally find inspiring. Listening to music also helps me keep my motivation, and I have a rather eclectic taste in music, or at least I think I do. For me, heavy metal is a good motivator when working on paid projects, but on personal ones, I tend to listen to something a little more peaceful, or I work in complete silence. The most important thing to me that helps staying motivated though is affirmations. Inspiring quotes from stories you love, or movies, scriptures, parables, etc. are good to keep with you, might it be in a book or on the wall. Staying positive about life and saying good things about yourself is not easy. Come on guys, I know that. But it's amazing how much it actually helps to say positive things out loud in spite of what's going on in the world. You may not believe it at the time, but looking at yourself in the mirror every morning and saying something positive to yourself is a great motivator. Telling yourself that you can do something helps to kill the nagging doubt. Doubt is hesitation. Doubt is uncertainty. Moving beyond that nagging shadow of doubt is something that we all struggle with. Prayer, belief, and faith in yourself is of course something that everyone needs to do, regardless of whether you are religious or not. Meditation, reflection, and time to process and digest is important too. Looking back on old projects and seeing how far you have come puts things into perspective as well. Staying motivated doesn't mean never stop working. It means to never lose sight of the reason you started in the first place. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative.